Welcome to One Step Ahead Fitness. Well, hello there, beautiful people. It's your boy Juanito, looking like a silhouette in the basement here. The light is right on top of me, so I apologize if you can't see my face so clearly. What I want to talk to you guys about today is the most important skill in fitness, possibly just in general. I had this thought a long time ago that as you become better at concentrating, you'll become better at everything else. So I might argue that concentration or focus is the number one life skill. In terms of fitness, I'll make the case that the number one most important skill is going to be body awareness. So when I talk about body awareness, I'm talking about the ranges of motion that you have available in each joint, internal things that you can do called bandhas in yoga. That's an internal squeeze that you can do. We'll go through those. It's I'm always entertained by the idea of bandhas, especially the root lock, which consists of tightening your asshole up into your body, squeezing the PC muscle, which is the muscle right, if you're a man, underneath your testicles, in between, I guess your perineum, you would call it, PC muscle. Then you're drawing your navel in like that, which doesn't make anyone giggle like the first two. It's almost hilarious that a movement that's really beneficial for you is difficult to talk about because of the taboo that we have around our genitals. So, giggle if you must, but that is how the root lock is performed. Then you have the mid lock, which you perform by breathing out and drawing your diaphragm up. Then you have the throat lock, which is performed by tucking your chin down and back. I like to put my tongue right on the ridges of my mouth there, and I'll press my tongue back into my throat so that way there's no tension in your throat. You'll want to breathe more quickly if you have that tension in your throat, and also you're just wasting energy. Anytime you're holding tension that you don't need, you're wasting energy. You'll see this all the time if you practice Wim Hof method. You're trying to hold your breath, but you're tense, so the breath hold is cut short. So the movement of your joints, all the available options, the internal options, and then awareness of your circulation and awareness of your body. It will also have you more educated on the way that you're feeling, which is really important. That has a lot to do with your health. The thoughts that you carry in your head will produce a feeling in your body, and that feeling in your body may or may not lead to more action or less action. So, very important. A way that I like to practice body awareness is as I breathe in, I'll imagine a golden light coming up from the floor through the soles of my feet, up my legs, into, if you're familiar with chakras, your root chakra, or just you could think the base of your spine, up the spine, through the chest and neck, through the top of your head. And then what I'll do is I'll visualize coming out the top of my head, arcing down in front of me into the floor, right on my midline, and then back up through the floor to complete the circle. So this is sort of like an exercise that you would do in Qigong, combined with some hand movements. It would be in Qigong, but you can do it just on your own as you practice Wim Hof method or any other kind of breathing. I also like to take that and go to the left and right as well as behind me, even like 45 degrees. That way you're practicing spatial awareness. So, body awareness, guys. Look to develop that, and your fitness game will up no matter what level you're at right now. Right? I'm going now to show you guys a couple of the bandhas and then some exercises that you can do off of those. It's kind of like breathing exercise, diaphragm movements. So we'll cut to that. Thanks so much. All right, my beautiful friends, here it comes. We're going to go over the Great Lock, which involves doing all of the bandhas I described at once. And what you can do is when you do the mid lock, if you pretend you were doing a crunch and kind of flex your abdomen, you can isolate your rectus abdominis, which is the middle muscle. And when you do that, you'll be able to train that muscle group exclusively, as well as increase your body awareness. You can also isolate your oblique muscles. Basically, this is going to give you a much bigger awareness of what's going on inside your core musculature. Even on the posterior side with regard to your shoulders and your hamstring complex. So let's take a look at that. The way to start it off, you take like 5 or so breaths, and then I like to breathe in, hold it in so I get plenty of air, and then breathe out, and then I'll go into it, pulling my diaphragm up and doing sit-ups as I hold it pulled up, and you're gonna see what that does. Ready? Okay, and here you go. Okay, my beautiful people, so here I'm doing the diaphragm exercise. Now, there are people that are way better than me at this. This is maybe called Nauli in yoga. Here I'm trying to do the side-to-side one. For sure that's called Nauli. I'm going in the link to put a video of some of the people who are better, so that way you can get an idea of what it looks like. This is really good for circulating your lymphatic fluid, which helps to drain waste from your body and is really important for your immune system.